Hello and welcome back to the Friday Gear Show. On today's show, we'll be talking about tape, and in particular, some methods to tape up for crack climbing. And I'm a bit of a taping fanatic, so that's why Matt is letting me do the show today. So today, amongst other things, I'll try and make my first pair of crack climbing gloves. This could be interesting. Cracks and crack climbing are becoming more and more popular in the modern version of climbing. Once seen as a niche within a niche, we're starting to see cracks popping up all over the place. Route setters are increasingly using them in World Cups, they're becoming more common in gyms, and we're even starting to see specific crack climbing competitions taking place. A lot of this, of course, is thanks to the Wideboyz, Tom and Pete, who are pioneers in the field of crack climbing and have used quite a bit of tape over the years. So you could say it's a pretty natural step that they've come out with their own branded tape. But before we get into all of that, what is climbing tape? And why do you need it while climbing? There are two main reasons. First up is for skin protection. The basic idea of climbing tape is to create a layer of protection to prevent your skin from ripping. An extra layer or two of tape can save you from an injury that might take you a few days to heal. Or, in case of flappers or bad skin, it creates an extra layer and allows you to keep on climbing. And the second reason is for structural support. We put a lot of stress on fingers, tendons, and joints while climbing, and taping can ease that pressure. Even though using tape to prevent pulley injuries or aid in injury recovery is a much discussed topic amongst climbers. Getting the right type of tape is important. Any old athletic tape you have lying around probably won't do because it needs to be extremely sticky and you should be able to rip it into long strips, usually 1/4 of an inch wide. The Wideboyz tape is incredibly sticky and has a slight stretch for range of movement. It claims to be tear resistant to avoid splitting and add friction against the rock. So the tape comes in this tin box, which protects it from chalk, dirt, and dust. This also helps to keep in the moisture in the tape so it won't dry up and lose its stickability. In the box, you'll find one roll of Wideboyz tape. The dimensions are 3.8 centimeters by 10 meters long, a how-to guide for making tape gloves and taping fingers, and a Wideboyz sticker. At the time of filming, the tape is round about €8.50 on the EpicTV shop. So we came up here because I needed a table because I'm gonna try and make some tape gloves. And on the other side of the instruction manual, there's a technique and how to tape up your fingers for finger jamming. But I'm gonna focus on the gloves because it's cooler. I don't know, I need them, maybe. 2 minutes because I need to prep. So we're back and I pre-cut the pieces I need to make a tape glove, and I'm gonna start with placing this strip from my joint of my thumb down towards my wrist. Let's place it a bit. Okay, that looks all right. Then I'm taking the longer strip because I need to wrap it around my thumb. So from my pinky down across to my thumb, and then it should loop around my thumb knuckle. Hey, wait, yes. Ooh, wrapped around. Okay, and then I'll gracefully place it there. That looks all right. Step 3, there's another loop around the thumb, and then I'll wrap, I suppose, my knuckle around. Okay, and then now I'll start placing all of these strips down from my knuckles down to my ankle. Ankle? No, it's called a wrist of the hand, right?
Never heard it described like that before. Genius.
All right, down to the wrist. Now the pinky knuckle down to my wrist. So there's some overlaps no air pockets. And then I'm meant to take it from the tape and just wrap around my knuckles. So I just cut the tape in half. However, we spoke to Tom and he said he does 2/3 and 1/3, but my hands are quite small compared to his, so I guess half is fine. There we go, pinky, and then all my knuckles. Pretty sure boxers have to do this every time. And then wrap it around the front. Okay. And then now it crisscrosses down to my wrist. There we go. And then I wrap it around my wrist. Not too tight. Oh yeah, I think I'm going a bit tight here. Okay, I still need my blood in my fingers. Wrap around it twice then. There we go. And then up again towards my index finger. Axe down the back, and then just gonna wrap it once more around my knuckles. There we go, closed all the gaps. Oh, it wraps around and then it closes up. So I'm trying to just close the gaps. And there we go. I would normally just rip it with my teeth, but since we have scissors, might as well use them. Okay, that's a glove. I think it's a bit tight, but yeah, blood is flowing. So, a question that I already hear you asking is that why would you go for tape gloves when you can just buy crack climbing gloves? If you don't know what crack climbing gloves are, they are fingerless looking gloves that have rubber on the back to protect your hands and give you some extra grip while fumbling around in a crack. It's certainly easier to throw on some gloves and run up a crack. But by taking the extra time to tape up, you can tailor the tape gloves to your needs. And you already have a roll of tape if any other hand-related issues comes up, like flappers or cuts. If you take your time building the glove the first time you do it, you can just cut it here, here, and here, and then you can just reuse the glove over and over again, so it's not as wasteful as it looks. But when you're done with them, remember to throw them away in the trash. Don't be a litter bug. That doesn't rhyme. Anyway, if you have any additional tips or any questions, pop them in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.